Hi guys, Rich back at you here. I get a lot of emails and text messages on what's the best gun that I could carry for self-defense, and is the same gun good to use inside my home? So, there's no cut and dry real good answer to that, but at the same time there is. So you just need to take it and break it into a couple different steps, right? Affordability, I would start there. What's my price range for a gun that I can afford to buy and I can afford to shoot on a regular basis? So that's one. So then you come in, you put yourself into a box of, I can afford guns in the $300 price range, or the $500 price range, or the $800 price range. So I start there. What can I afford? And then I got to go to, okay, what fits my lifestyle? Like, how do I dress? Do I dress in suit and tie, or am I a secretary? Do I wear skirts and dresses? And how will I be able to conceal that particular firearm? So that's number two, fitability in your lifestyle and how you can conceal it. 3, is it of a caliber sufficient enough for self-defense? Now, I'll go on record and say over and over and over again that I believe if all you can afford is a .22 long rifle, short little snub-nosed Taurus PT-22, and you're comfortable with that particular pistol, then that's better than carrying nothing, right? That's better than any cell phone you ever had. So I'm not really going to get on the, it's got to be a 9, or it's got to be a 40, or it's got to be a 357 SIG, or whatever the case may be. It's just, what caliber do you feel like is good for you and works for self-defense? And then my 4th one is, your living situation. I did another video on why I think, for the most part, AKs and ARs are bad in-home self-defense. They're great if you're outdoor tactical, and you're protecting your farm. But if you live in like a townhouse, a row home, apartments, condos, and you have other people, just through some drywall, maybe those aren't the best rounds for you, right? 410 shotgun, or even a hollow point 9mm that'll fragment when it hits something, is better than a rifle round coming out of an AK going through like 10 sheets of drywall. So these are just things that you have to weigh out. I will say that your carry gun needs to be one that you have shot a lot. I would never even attempt to have a carry concealed pistol on me that I hadn't put 400 or 500 rounds through, and it hadn't been extremely reliable. You will find that a lot of pistols are ammo finicky. For example, they may hate Remington ammo, but you'll never have a problem with Federal. These are things you need to know. You need to carry what your gun can process without any failures, failure to eject, failure to feed, double feeds, things like this. You want those out of the equation. And although all pistols are prone to fail at some point, you can obviously go through and say, okay, for some reason, my pistol hates Hornady critical self-defense. And that's nothing against Hornady. It's just, for some reason, that particular shell does not like loading into my handgun, for say. So I think taking the time to make sure that whatever pistol you have, be it a $250 LC9 by Ruger or a $1,200 Kimber 1911, you need to put it through its paces and find out, what does this pistol like to eat? And then you have to carry that. I can't go to the gun range and put 500 rounds of, let's say, American Eagle Full Metal Jacket FMJs, and then turn around and want to carry Gold Dot by Spear as my self-defense round. You know, the Gold Dot hollow point, jacketed hollow point probably is a better round for self-defense than, say, traditional American Eagle target ammo. But if I haven't shot 300-400 rounds of the Gold Dot, how am I going to know that even works? I'm not going to name the particular pistol or the particular ammo, but I will say this. I have a few handguns that are matchers. Like I got two of the exact same gun. And I have one set of pistols by a reputable manufacturer, top American manufacturer. The one pistol will eat everything I put into it. From high dollar, good ammo to crappy Russian, you know, aluminum cased, crappy stuff. The other pistol will not take any Remington for whatever reason. It's just a Jam-O-Matic, right? But Winchester, Spear, Federal, you know, all these other brands, no problems. So I know that, you know, I shouldn't have Remington anywhere near that particular firearm for any self-defense, right? I personally feel that with today's micro mini 9s that you probably could upgrade and carry a 9mm for a pretty reasonable price. The EC9s, which is the third or fourth generation of the LC9s, these pistols are currently selling in the $250 range. And I even seen one on sale recently for $209, brand new. So you're getting an 8-shot micro 9 that is smaller than most 380s used to be, packing a little more punch for your bang, right? So I think doing a little research that way, it's always good to hook up with friends and see what they shoot and see if you can go to the range with them and try out their pistols before you buy them. You know, one reason there's so many different pistols is doesn't fit my hand good. I don't like where the controls are. It's got too many safeties. It doesn't have enough safeties. You know, there's all these personalized things that go into that. So going and shooting firearms with your friends and trying out what they have before you invest $500-600, even $250 is a good thing to do. And most ranges have a variety of pistols that you can rent at the range. You know, you go in and you pay your $18 for your hour of range time, and for $7-8 more you can rent one of their pistols that they have there at the case. Gives you a chance to try some. That's how I found out that 10 years ago I did not like the current Glocks on the market because they just didn't fit my hand, right? They're so blocky and squared off that I just did not like the way it fit in my hand. But pretty much the exact same pistol in a Ruger, but the way Ruger cuts their grips in and tucks things in, fit me like great. And I still love the two Rugers that I got back at that time, which are the SRC-9C carries, the concealed carry 9mm. So got to do a little research, you know, but any pistol is better than no pistol at all. I'll say that. You know, worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, you've bought a high point 9mm for $150 brand new because it's all you can afford. I'm not going to snub you for that. I will say, you know, while you're using that one for your home defense and stuff, save up your money and try to get something a little better. But even a high point's better than nothing. So, just different thoughts. And lastly, I think that you have to put yourself in the right mindset. It's not only just about having a firearm and carrying a firearm, but, you know, telling yourself that I can defend myself. I can pull the trigger in a moment of panic if I need to. And that's something that's not easily done. You have to condition your mind to say, okay, I didn't create this situation, but I'm not going to let somebody make me or my family or friends a victim. And that's a rough bridge to cross. And if you're not ready for that, maybe you shouldn't carry one. Because the worst thing you could do is pull something like that out in a moment of, I needed to defend myself, and stand there with the deer in the headlight look and not be able to do anything about it. Things to think about. Till next time, be safe.